Hello, this is the second meeting where Acme is planning to build a manufacturing plant in Vietnam to facilitate sales in India and in China. So we have all the team to understand the key consideration involved in moving the manufacturing arms of the company overseas, and we have to see how it might affect the performance and efficiency of the supply chain. So we are going also to see how the risks and the benefits associated with offshoring as a major branch of Acumen. So before moving the manufacturing arm to the company overseas, we needed to understand some key considerations such as communication, cultural barriers, lack of control, and legal hassles. So for communication, you have to understand or to make sure that the product is translated from idea to design prototype for requiring persistent communication from both design and manufacturing teams. It is much better to pay attention to communication as it might lead to the loss in production, time, materials, loss of funds. It might be caused by discomfort in foreign language, and uh, the mission and the vision have to be conveyed in that foreign language regardless of its toughness. So we're going to see also the cultural barriers, and this is basically understanding the cultural differences as a crucial to moving companies branch in other countries. So there are some countries which have like high cultural values compared to others. For example, India and China. This might also be hard when meeting face to face. So you need to spend a plenty of your time also looking for rights manufacturers. So we're going to see also lack of control. So regardless of the type of manufacturer you opt or you choose, you have to understand this. So you also need to find the manufacturers who are best suit or fit of your best. So you need sometimes to feel like there is a lack of control over your business. This requires you to look for someone to inspect your business, and uh, the business are mostly closed because they are learning of out of materials for production. We need to consider all this. And then there is what we call Lego hustle. Some business find it hard, like to operate in foreign countries due to social injustice that are affecting manufacturing facilities. So these have to be companies having just to be reported. Yeah. So this kind of Lego hustles has just been reported in India and China, um, where like the international business don't have like rights to operate free or at full capacity. So this is like injustice where international business in some countries are not working or don't have rights to some facilities. So it is of great advantage to understand regularities for a venture overseas. And are we going to see like how moving the manufacturing arms of overseas affect the performance and its efficiency of the supply chain? So for moving like those overseas have to understand that communication can be another way that the manufacturing arms can be affected. So due to differences in communication, there should be limitation in the communication, which might also affect the procurement abilities and force the procurement to influence the end-to-end procurement process. So this might also lead to rates deliveries and loss of items, demurrage, storage fees, so inability to plan inventory and unhappy customers and breakdown in relationship. So there is also what we call cultural barriers, as it can also affect the performance of a supply chain, where there is cultural based beliefs that can even lead to employee turnover, conflict at workplace, which can also affect a smooth supply chain execution, which decrease the company's manufacturing performance and customer service as well as sales. So this about this legal hassle, this can also affect the supply disruption due to political structure and inability, following regulations, and port congestion. This also decreases the company's output as well as the company's outcomes. So there is also risk and the benefits associated with offshoring a major branch of acumen. So offshoring also happens when people locate their work, the production of the goods or service to different countries. Offshoring also allows the business owners to focus on their strategizing business growth as it takes of tasks like accounting and the marketing in their hands without worrying about the possibilities of a decline in the quality of work. This means that Akume will find these benefits of assuring the business, such as also focusing on a strategized business growth, as it will be also taking off tasks like accounting, which will be like those counting, marketing from their hands without worrying about those possibilities of a decline in the quality work. Lower costs exercise more control, even lower cost, which means that we found it important to have this kind of workers or this kind of workforce on low costs. And also the statistic work how that some companies save around, so like you can see that the reports country is saying like between 30 to 50 countries which are overshowing, 50% of companies which are overshowing are gaining more revenues than those companies which are not overshowing. So this means that actually will be able to attain flexibility and business expansion. Another things that despite of all those advantages or benefits of overshowing, there is another risks associated with overshowing the business, whereby Acme might face, such as like covert costs, lack of customer focus, engagement, calibration, and synchronization, and also risk of exposing confidential information to opponents or concerned team. For example, if maybe is opening another branch in Vietnam, and then maybe the director manager of Vietnam is also having a partnership with other companies, which means that the strategy that Akim will be using will be exposed to its competitors, which means that the product and other benefits that is gaining from Vietnam will be somehow doomed because the information which are important are exposed. So in addition to that, there are also risks of insecurity, government regulations, which can also disturb the business. And this can also affect Acme, where maybe is operating in Vietnam, and then in Vietnam there is like insecurity or political instability, which means that will be affected, or there will be like the business or company can even be destroyed because of political insecurity. Also, there is also another kind of culture that can also affect the Acme's operations. So thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you.